Which country doesn't want its citizens to make it proud? World champions not only surpass a milestone for themselves, but they also do it for their countries. Through this representation, they show their level of commitment and patriotism. But what about the government? These champions make them proud, but are they doing anything to encourage them? Now in this video, we're going to talk about how the government must do more to produce world champions. First off, have you heard about the marathon legend Eliud Kipchoge? Eliud Kipchoge, an icon in the marathon world, recently made another big step forward in the tough world of athletics. This made Kenya the talk of the world. At the Berlin Marathon, Kipchoge set a new world record with a time of 2 hours, 1 minute, 9 seconds. He made his country proud and reached new heights. The famous athlete shaved an incredible 30 seconds off the record he'd set in Berlin in 2018. The father of three showed quality and class by setting a fast pace from the start on the flat inner-city course to wipe out the rest of the field and win. Kipchoge, who will be 38 in November, has won 17 of the 19 marathons he has run so far. He won the Berlin Marathon in 2015 and 2017, and his win on Sunday put him on the same level as Haile Gebrselassie, an Ethiopian who dominated the race from 2006 to 2009. Kipchoge will try again at the Paris 2024 Olympics, where he'll try to win an unparalleled third Olympic marathon title. Hopefully, he'll be in the same great shape. The record he set on Sunday is a great example for the next generation of Kenyan athletes, who will look to his strength and determination to help them do better than they should in their own sports. His success surely inspired all the young Kenyan athletes to doubt their abilities and wonder about their chances of making it big in the world. Next up, what did his success mean? Kipchoge's success shows that Kenyan athletes can reach dizzying heights if they have the right support and a good environment for performance. You can't be successful in a void. As we speak, the athlete is making a lot of money from Ineos, the NN Group, Nike, Morton, and Isuzu, among other reputable global blue-chip companies. The British tycoon Sir Jim Ratcliffe, who owns the petrochemicals giant Ineos, and Kipchoge made a deal to work together. A long-term deal was also made with the Kenyan hero by the Dutch company NN Running. Ineos and NN Running team teamed up with Kipchoge in 2019 for the 159 Challenge in Vienna. The Kenyan became the first runner ever to finish a full marathon in less than 2 hours. Reports say that Ineos put a huge $19 million into the challenge. Kipchoge is also taken care of by professionals at Global Sports Communication. Nike made the Pegasus 37 and the Alpha Fly Next shoes for Kipchoge, which made him a global sports star. This year, Nike showed off Kipchoge's shoe line, which made him even more famous. The shoes have the colors of the Kenyan flag and Kipchoge's name, and the time 1:59 on them to honor his sub-2 hour marathon run. With the contract, Kipchoge joins a small group of well-known people from around the world who have signed shoe and clothing deals with Nike. Morton's AB, which makes sports supplements, also made a deal with the Kenyan star to give him drinks that are high in carbohydrates. Moving on, what should the government learn from all this about investing in talent? So what all this has taught us is that it's up to the government to learn from Ineos, Nike, and Morton's AB what it takes to make an athlete succeed. All kinds of sports should get the same amount of help from the government. For many years, the government has spent a lot of money on athletics and not much on promoting other sports. One of the main responsibilities a government has towards its citizens is to invest in both education and talent. The teenage years are another time when the brain is developing and may need special training programs, coaching, and help from family. Putting money into athletic training won't pay off if the athletes aren't supported or given the tools they need. Most underrepresented countries usually suffer not from a lack of talent, but a lack of government support. The government needs to make it easy for people to find what they need and connect with the people they need to do well. If the government really wants to invest in citizen talent, it'll have to offer the same product, platforms where citizens can shop smartly and effectively for anything from medical insurance to learning resources to athletic facilities. For a good customer-citizen experience, these platforms can't just be low quality. They have to be curated, designed, and constantly updated. Only then will the athletes be able to reach their full potential and move forward to achieve great things. Finally, how did Kipchoge's race go? Early on, only a few runners and the group of pacemakers could keep up with Kipchoge's split times of less than 3 minutes per kilometer. He slowly passed last year's winner Guye Adola, but Amdamlak Bilihu, also from Ethiopia, didn't give up, even as they ran past the halfway point in less than an hour. Around the 27-kilometer mark, Bilihu finally fell back, while Kipchoge kept going for the record. The Kenyan kept his Olympic title at the Tokyo Games last year. At the Tokyo Marathon in March, he missed his world record by just over a minute. minute, but that wasn't going to stop him in Berlin. Even though he slowed down a bit in the second half of the race, he still sped through the last 500 meters. Just as the sun began to rise, Kipchoge ran through the city's famous Brandenburg Gate and reached the finish line to set another record. He's the only person to have run a marathon in less than 2 hours. In 2019, he did it on a specially made track in Vienna with a time of 1 hour, 59 minutes, and 40 seconds. But it's not an official time because it wasn't set in a race. Tadeu Abate of Ethiopia came in second, 4 minutes and 49 seconds behind Mark Korir. This made it a 1-2 finish for Kenya. Other champions include Ethiopian Tigist Assefa, who won the women's race in a time of 2 hours, 15 minutes, and 37 seconds, which is the third fastest time ever. Only Kenyan Bridget Koske, who holds the record, and British Paula Radcliffe have run marathons faster. Rosemary Wanjiru of Kenya came in second, ahead of Tigist Abeyachu of Ethiopia. And now for some other related news. First off, in the Women's Asia Cup 2022, Thailand beats Pakistan in a game that went down in history. Nathakan Shantam's 50 runs helped Thailand beat Pakistan by 4 wickets in their Asia Cup tournament at Sylhet International Cricket Stadium on Thursday. It was the first time Thailand had ever beaten Pakistan. With this win, Thailand moved up to 5th place in the Asia Cup points table. They have 2 points and 1 win from their first 3 games. Pakistan's in 2nd place in the table of points with 4 points and 2 wins from their first 3 games. Next up, India versus South Africa. First ODI live scores. The covers are coming off and the toss will happen soon. The covers are off and the toss will happen soon. The rain at the Akana Cricket Stadium in Lucknow, India on Thursday delayed the toss for the first ODI match between India and South Africa. The start of the game had already been delayed by half an hour, but the rain came back and pushed it back even more. After beating South Africa 2-1 in the T20I series, the India team will now play 3 ODIs against the Proteas. Many of India's best players won't be there because they're going to Australia for the T20 World Cup, which starts on October 16th. Shikhar Dhawan will be in charge of the Indian team, and Shreyas Iyer will be his right-hand man. South Africa, on the other hand, will be led by their captain, Temba Bavuma. Finally, Mo Farah couldn't run the London Marathon because of an injury. Mo Farah had to drop out of Sunday's London Marathon because he hurt his hip. This latest setback makes people wonder about the 39-year-old's future in racing. The 4-time Olympic gold medalist was supposed to run the race for the first time since 2019 after failing to compete at the Olympics in Tokyo last year. He'd been working out really hard for the past few months and was back in good shape. He was feeling pretty confident that he would be able to do well. However, in the 10 days before the marathon, his right hip hurt and felt tight. He's had a lot of physical therapy and treatment, and he's done everything he can to be on the starting line, but it hasn't gotten better enough for him to compete. Farah has tried 3 times to win the London Marathon, but has never been able to do so. In 2018, he came in 3rd, which was his best finish. Hopefully, he'll have better luck in the future once his injury is properly healed. That's a wrap for this video. What initiatives do you think the government should take to produce more world champions? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.